Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Monsieur. I wanted to come very briefly today to pull a few cards for this new moon in Libra. So we're going to have 28 days to resolve all kinds of situations around the relationship. So it is quite a wonderful time to balance out, to ask the universe to remove negative experience from our relationship, to increase positive experience, ask God, ask the universe to help you with that, and we will be able to address a personal relationship, intimate relationship, family relationship, professional relationship. It's good to be able to integrate those ideas of harmonization of our relationship within our meditation and praise. This for this month. It is a powerful time to bring into balance, equilibrium, all those energies. For the situation is about harmony. It's about allowing a regeneration of energy, a constant regeneration of harmony, a trust, a flow, or something that can manifest within our life as in grace. Grace is something that we only have to sign for it. It is like a special delivery from the universe, from God, the gift of grace. For as we receive it, we do not need any specific knowledge to receive it. We just need to ask for it and be ready to receive it. Then we know what it is, and then we have to tune our heart. We have to work to tune our heart to the frequency of the highest love and divine love within ourselves. And as we attune with this grace becomes more and more permanent until we live in a world of total peace, total harmony, where all things flow naturally. The energies that are coming down right now to opposite is called slowing down. So it is very much a gift to slow down. It is the more we are able to take the time to appreciate each and every moment of now, because it is within the moment of now that all things happen. The present and the past have never existed. Although we do have plans for the future, it is a paradox, and we know those things will be coming within the present of now when it is the time. We can, when we surround all things to God, into the now, as Spinoza, the philosopher, would say, the exile of ignorance, to allow God to handle the situation. So we let everything goes but the now, and within the now there is always a wisdom, there is always insight, there is always inspiration for creation. As we create within the now, within ourselves, we are able to know that those things will eventually come into being. What we see before us is the card of suppression. It's a card of oppression. Too much work, not enough. It's like you just got to let go of all kinds of responsibilities that are too much. Got to find a way to relax, take a vacation, get a massage or something. But it's good to get to the point of where we can let go of all those baggages, and then we move into awareness. It is the chariot of light. For we are soon going to move into the 1111 Stargate on November 11, and there will be new vision, new ideas that will be coming into the collective consciousness. In our subconscious, we have been able to push the stress down into the subconscious. So it doesn't mean it will not pop up again, but we are more able to deal with it than before, and if we can let go of stress, even if it pops up, we know we can let go of it, and so it will remove. It is mostly it comes from accepting the wrong responsibility or having the wrong belief about something. So that's why the stress comes in, to let us know that we're overloaded, we're overcharged, we're putting our mind into the wrong place, or we're looking from the wrong angle. From when we see things from the light, it is always comfortable, it is always clear, it is always balanced and harmonious. And so that is what we are now. It is the master, it is Osho. Here in this deck, it represents the master, the ascended view of things, the self-mastery, the sovereign self, or we are sovereign. There is a place of us within ourselves where we've always been sovereign, we've always been the master of life, and this is where it has to come from the inner plane into the physical manifestation. Of course, it is not easy, because there is a separation between the collective timeline and even our emotional imagination, so to speak. So when we imagine things, we are somewhat we are some parallel reality as the collective alignment with others, but it does not matter. Those are very important, because using our imagination allows us to move into something new. And it's Albert Einstein that says imagination is more powerful than knowledge, and there he really knew what he was talking about. He knew that without imagination, everything that ever that we have comes from the imagination of someone, you know, from the wheel to the computers to the tarot cards. What we're coming to, everything is thought, everything is idea. The galaxy, the universe came from thought, came from ideas. And all things come from thought. So the mind is really the connector between spirit and matter. And as we reunify the both, we cause and effect becoming one. We are becoming free of cause and effect, because we are both at the cause and the effect. It is the symbol of the lotus flower. For now, we will be soon been asked to remove all the burdens. It is the card of burden. It's coming up right next in the future. It is someone who's carrying someone else on his shoulder. Well, if we are carrying someone on our shoulder, it is not. It is fairly simple to know how to do to remove the burden. You have to let go of that person that's giving us order, or whatever it is. This form of conditioning, carrying burdens, carrying responsibility that is not ours. Why do we do that? Because we are conditioned. Because we are conditioned, we are led to believe. Eventually, when we don't know how to do something, such as removing burdens, it may be too much. For whatever negative habits or negative patterns, or just if you ask God to remove it for you, you'll be surprised. It might just be gone. And, you know, don't worry about it. Don't just go back there to try to find out, well, how did that happen? Just let it go, because it's like something new will be coming. And so that's how you receive guidance. So we have to ask for the guidance, and the guidance will always lead us in the right direction as we tune into it. This conditioning, so we have to free ourselves from conditioning. It is very important to realize everything in society is there is all kinds of conditioning that are not neutral or positive. There is all kinds of negative conditioning. So we want to let go of that in order to always see the positive side of life. And so not to be like a journalist ready to make all the list of all the things that are going wrong within life. Those are trapped. They're like the smoke and mirror that have been created so that we are distracted from the truth of light and love, and so it is important to always strive for perfection, although nothing is perfect. To strive for perfection, because that is how we achieve freedom and liberation. And the universe sees our intention, even if we cannot act perfectly. The universe feels that our intention is that, and so that for every step we make towards the universe, towards God, the universe or God or spirit, we will make 100 steps in our direction for every step we make. So as we free ourselves from conditioning, we realize maturity. It means the ability to look through the mirror of life in a way that is mature, that is no longer overwhelmed by circumstance, but to know that you have the power over all circumstances within your life. It is just a matter of adjusting to your own sense of self-well-being, self-empowerment, and clarity of mind. So what surrounds us is not necessarily very enjoyable. It's called politics. It's a world of masks, and everybody's wearing masks, because it's not because some people are very dark behind the mask, and some people are not that dark behind the mask, but you will be able to see who really everybody is. It's important not to judge, to be compassionate in relationship to all beings, yet to not be deceived by this masquerade, so to speak. So understand that it is a masquerade. Once we move beyond that, we see beyond the veil, beyond the mask, we find existence, we find the true, the maturity of our reality will be reflected within all life. How do we perceive that on the emotional level? We have the card of trust, and our hopes and fear. We have trust. Trust is wonderful. Trust is the way, is the key. Is the trust and faith is very, very, very important for it. Those leaps of faith can save a lot of time than if we doubt, or if we distrust. We stay within those lower cycle. But when we trust, we open ourselves to all kinds of possibilities. And as the outcome, we have integration. So we'll be able to integrate all those energies in order to feel the connection, the alchemical connection that gives us this inner empowerment. So it is important to what's very important for this month is to learn to relax, to let go of those unnecessary burden, to find ways to really let go of all those things in order to discover the chariot, to discover the true light inside that will come out, your light, who you are, because we are all made of light, we all come from light, and we do want to dissolve all those parts that are preventing us from merging back into the one, back into the great light, the source of all light. And so I hope this message was interesting for you. I will return shortly. I wish you a wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful time during the next 28 days in this moon, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.